Yo, what's up? I was just gonna tell you my MEPS experience. I hated MEPS. I've been there 4 times already, and I'm gonna have to go again when I ship out. And MEPS, just know it's gonna be a long day. You don't have a phone. You can't make calls. You're just there, and you're just there waiting. When I went and took my ass bath on like a Tuesday, and then they put me in a hotel overnight, and the next morning they're gonna wake you up. They're gonna give you a courtesy phone call to wake your ass up at 4 a.m. So try to be up at like 3:30 or something, just to, brush your teeth or whatever and get dressed. You're gonna go downstairs to the lobby, not the lobby, but the little area in the hotel where they serve food or whatever. They're gonna give you a free breakfast and all that. Yeah, then after you're done eating breakfast, the liaison's gonna make everybody line up. Males with the males, females with the females. If you have a car, get in this line, and then you got to follow the bus. See, me, I had to follow the bus. So follow the bus back to MEPS. I just followed because they said to follow, even though I knew where to go. I'm like, I've been in this city all my life. I know where MEPS is at, But anyway, what you want to do when you're at MEPS, this is going to be / what you need to do / what I went through. It's just be quiet the whole time. Don't talk. I mean, we talked, but we talked at moments where there's nobody around. And I mean, it's not like you got to be whispering or nothing like that, but like, when to talk, when to not talk. It's going to be like self-explanatory. Plus, there's going to be so many people that are not talking, you're going to end up not talking most of the time. Yeah, so that's going to be the case. So we get the MEPS, get off. I get out my car, everybody get off the bus. We line up out back. It was cold as hell. It was like 40 degrees, 30, 40 degrees that morning. And because I'm down in Florida, so we're not used to nothing under 60. You had guys out there with shorts on and all that. So they made us line up. We had to go through, check in through the door. Had to take off our belt, wallet, watches, all that. Homeland Security is right there. He's gonna start yelling, not to just yell, but a lot of people are not paying attention to what he needs you to do. So you had a lot of people. He told us to all take off our belts and have everything ready before we get there. That way we can just drop it in the bucket and keep it moving. You had people wait until you got in front of him, and then they're like looking around and all that stuff. So he started snapping about that. Plus it was like 30 degrees outside. So and the door was wide open. So after that, we had to do the medical. So there's where they check your eyes, your hearing. They constantly, they even do blood work. They're constantly asking you, have you ever had any stitches? Have you ever been to the hospital? Like all this random stuff. And make sure you always keep your story the same, because each one is going to ask you, and they're going to have your paperwork there. And the moment you give a different answer, they're going to notice it. So stick to what they're saying. They're going to threaten you with jail time and all this other stuff. Stick to what your recruiter told you to do. Stick to the same story no matter what. They're going to have like a classroom where you're going to mark down, it's like a sheet with a outline of a body, and you got a circle where you have tattoos or scars, and write it down. Then they're going to go over, what can get you disqualified for the military, and HIV, AIDS is one of them. I never knew that. I never thought about that until I was there, and I was like, oh, damn, okay, well, at least they're taking in clean people. I can't remember what else. I want to say herpes gets you booted as well. I wanna say herpes as well, but I can't remember. But I think that's one of them. Herpes and definitely AIDS. Um, yeah, and all the other stuff. If you're blind or colorblind and all this shit, yeah. But yeah, it's simple stuff, but it's like all day long. They make you do the duck walk on your knees. Make sure you got proper balance. Make sure you got you can do this and all that shit, all that stuff, whatever. And all this, don't do nothing they didn't tell you to do. If they say write this on line 1, even if you know the answer for line 2 and 3, don't do it. Leave it alone. Yeah. So after that, you can see your Elage line and choose your MOS. Once you choose your MOS, they'll let you know. Well, I was able to choose when I would leave. I just picked the earliest date, and the earliest date wasn't early as I wanted it to be, but it was the earliest date they had possible, so that's just the day I chose. Yeah, other than that, it's just simple, but it's just a long day. Like, you get pissed off, you can't sleep. I remember I had a hoodie on. Now, if you have a sweater, wear a sweater, but don't wear a sweater with a zipper. Because if you got a sweater with a zipper, they're going to make you take it off. So make sure it's like a pullover. It's the only clothing you have. Because if you got something with a zipper, you got to take it off. You'll be in there freezing. Like I had my arms in my shirt, and the ladies come, fix that shirt. And I'm like, I could have been like, there's nothing wrong with my shirt, because there's nothing wrong with my shirt, but I knew what she was getting at. So you just got to sit there and fucking be cold. But, yeah, that's pretty much what it is in MEPS. Oh, they also, hold on a second. I shouldn't have turned the stove that low. But, I gotta be working a little bit. But anyway, oh, they do it with the urine test. You're gonna have to piss in front of everybody. Like, they're gonna have a urinal, and it's gonna be a guy right there just like looking at you and looking at everybody else. And I thought I was gonna be uncomfortable with it. I mean, I was uncomfortable, but you're so uncomfortable you can't pee. There was a guy in there like that, he was in there before me. I get in there, and when I tell you I pissed, I had to pee for so long. I closed my eyes and I was just pissing away. But this guy, he could not piss for the life of it, man. He couldn't piss to save his life. There was one guy next to me, because the guy at MEPS, he said, hold the cup with your left hand. Hold your Johnson with your right, and do just that. Don't do the opposite. And once the cup is full, sit it on top of the urinal, on the left side of the urinal, right? So he's gonna tell you that. That's what I was doing. I filled it up, and then I just continued to piss. And then all of a sudden, my eyes are closed. I would hear, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I looked. I don't know why I looked left and down, because I'm like, I don't want to see his dick. But I did for some reason. I did. Luckily, everything was zipped up. But he had, instead of him setting his urine cup on top of the urinal, he set it inside the urinal. And so in my mind, I'm like, why is this cup down there? Because I'm still kind of just finally, I'm in pleasure at this moment pissing. It feels so good to piss because I was holding it for hours. But so I'm like, damn, why is this cup down there? And then next thing he was like, lift the cup up. He lifted the cup up, and you just see the piss dripping. And he's like, whose piss is that? That ain't your piss. That ain't your fucking piss. And so at this moment, I'm dying. I am dying in laughter. But I'm holding it in, because they will scream on you at MEPS. So I didn't see them screaming on nobody for yelling. For laughing, but I'm pretty sure they will. So I'm like this, like I'm trying to piss and not laugh at the same time. And so he's like, I'm not holding that shit. That's yours. That's fucking yours now. So get in line. You had to get in line and wait for you got to the front to hand the cup to the lady that was gonna run the test or whatever. So he's at the line. Now I'm finna get to the line, but I can't get to the line because the line is kind of blocking the door. So the guy that works at MEPS, he still has to get in and out the door, right? So and he comes in and out that door, is like, shut up, be quiet, to the people who are outside waiting to come piss. So what else happened? So yeah, so I'm standing like, there's like a wall here and I'm here and he's on the other side, but there's also a mirror in front right there. And I swear, every time I look in the mirror, I bust out laughing because I can see the guy who put the cup there, and I'm like, every time I see him, I'm like, oh, I'm just fucking dying, man. I'm dying on the inside, man. And that went on for like 20, 30 minutes. Like, I just could not help myself. And I tried so hard not to look, but it feels good to laugh. So every time I look, it's kind of purposely look because I know I'm gonna laugh, and I just fell out. And then after that, we finally do all that, got out of the room. Oh, you're gonna be pissed when you're in that line because if you don't have a red dot, you gotta wait for the red. Like the red dots get to skip you. So that line was long. It took longer than it had to because the red dots kept coming in, skipping us. I think they shipped out that day, if I'm not mistaken. That's why. But yeah, so after we finally got out of it, I'm like, yo, what the fuck was you thinking? You're like, man, I don't know, man, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, that was pretty much it that happened there. That was the funniest shit ever. Had a few nice looking ladies up in there, but you couldn't really holler at them, get at them. Plus, you don't have no phone or no pen and paper to write it down on. So, oh well. Meet some at A school. Meet some women at A school. Crap. I burned my food. Shit. But anyway, I gotta get out of here. I gotta recook all this shit. So I'm out. Peace.